Okay. Well, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Ani Bojo, everybody. My name is Lynn McGregor. Econesian Dibakawin Anishinaabemowin Anokit. I am the Region 2 language worker. Makwa Dodem. I'm from Bear Clan, and I am from Wawaskinaga, which is Land of the Birches or Birch Island or Whitefish River. And we are joined together with Nicole Vanstone, who is going to be teaching us on the Chameleon Readers. We've been introduced to the Chameleon Readers as a tool that would assist us in being able to um, provide some extra support in Anishinaabemowin. So Nicole has knowledge on how the reader works and how to load the reader so that it can become a resource for people to use within their First Nation communities or their schools or the various organizations that they work with. Now, how? Eva, would you like to do the preamble?
Yeah, sure. Just give me a second here to pull
Yes,
it up.
miigwech.
Okay, so usually we start each one of our meetings with the preamble and the Nicole Vanstone. So bear with me while I give it a read here. Debenjagad Gisan Anishinaaben Akin Gibe Godawan Gudani Minado Wadzawin Shkode Nibe Ake Noden Gibe Gostanan We Nogdawendamong Monpi Shkwama Migong Debenjagat Gi Minan Getchtwa Wendog God Anishinaaben Wenogdon Jin Ninda Nishwaswe Kinoomaagzidaa Zogadwin, Debwewin, Minada Dendmowin, Debaquawin, Deba Den Dezewin, Gwekwadzawin, Meanwhile Ekhadawin, Debenjaged Kimi Gona, Deb Binwe, We Nogdawin Dewin, Ka Minada Dena Gabe Jewebuk, Meanwhile Nongo, Megwa Ejwebuk, Meanwhile Gayabe, Wani Jewebuk. Miigwech.
Miigwech, Eva. Nicole, if I can ask you to just give a little bit information about yourself and your company that you're working with right now in with the Chameleon Readers, I'd appreciate that.
Nicole Kweji Gijidakle, Adawapaskat Donjaba, Michigan Dodem, and Mississauga Megwa Doda. So I work as a consultant. So I work with Nagwa Wellness, but I work with a number of different organizations. And I work with the Anishinaabemowin Tech, and we create the conference every March, at the end of March, the language conference. Also, I work with Ozama Kitaganing, which is an immersion language ranch in Wikwemakong. I work with Jingwak Medicine Ranch, which both places have healing with horses, but Jingwak Medicine Ranch is in Mississauga First Nation. And we have language as well, but it's mostly based on land-based learning and medicines, healing with horses, and passing the knowledge down to the next generation on the land. So I work with also the tech elders, and this Chameleon Reader is something that I've been working with. It's such a beautiful, amazing modality to use. It's very difficult to program, so that's why we're here today, just to kind of give you an overview of what it's all about. And currently I use 4 different books and 3 songs, and it's basically a pen like this. So I don't know if you can see. Oh, where did you go? Lost you there again. Are you there?
Yeah, we could still see you. We could still
can
hear
still
you.
see
We
me.
did see the pen.
Okay, that's great. Here's the pen. So I don't know about the lighting here. So this comes with an entire kit. So I'm just going to share my, well, first of all, I'd like to ask, has anyone seen this kit before or used these reader pens before? Oh, okay, great. That's awesome, Cheryl. Where did
Going.
you? Yeah, can you tell me about how that works for you and how you use that?
Well, I was just given somebody just gave it to me at school, and then it really, as I was opening the box, I'm like, oh, these books are cute in here. And then when I saw the reader, I thought, okay, I know I had PD about this somewhere, either last year, the year before, but we never got the kits. And I don't know if it's been sitting in our principal's office this whole time. Anyway, so I'm just learning how to use it, and we'll bring it out to the kids in my class.
Oh, great. Did it come do you know which books it came with? I just want to see if that's one of the ones that I.
This
Okay.
one, Good Morning World, and a Mick.
Okay, perfect. Now how do I share? So if I just hit share, will that share my screen?
Yes, you should be able to share your screen when you click share.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it's a share. I don't know how to use Teams. Okay, great. So did this come up?
Not yet.
Okay. Let me try that again. Share content.
Mm-hmm.
There we
you'll
go.
you'll click your screen. There you go.
So I'm trying to share from my PowerPoint, which is not in a window. So how would I do that?
You should be able to select PowerPoint to share. So underneath you'll see screens, then you'll see window. You should be
Okay.
able to select that window.
Thank you. Window. I'm going to need a tutorial on Teams. Okay, there we go. I think I got it. Okay, so we'll just kind of do an overview. Can everybody see this?
Yeah, we can see it.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So it's really helpful to have this tool, especially with classrooms. A lot of times teachers don't have proper pronunciation. So it's really awesome to keep the proper pronunciation of words, and also to allow children to use it on their own for their own learning. So in this package that I provide, I usually have at least 4 books, and so there's different ones that we use. I use a storybook, which is Anishinaabemowin, and the alphabet book. Also, Anishinaabemowin introductory level, but there are also a couple other books too. And so, Shke Nan Tananakadun as well, because these books, they'll go on different levels of learning. One of them talks about everything in the house, which is great, and then alphabet book for sounds, and it's beautiful to have a story as well. So this is the entire kit that I usually provide. But sorry, I'll go back here. But what I do is I provide just a reader on its own. So in this package, it's something that's already programmed. So this reader comes and then it's already programmed. So you just click all of the stickers. And I'll tell you about the stickers in a minute. So this is the main kit. So what you're seeing here is a full package that can be ordered from the States. There's a place in Toronto that has it as well. And they order it from China. And so it comes over, it's usually, sometimes it takes a couple months to get a larger number of these. So the Chameleon Reader in this main kit, this is programmable. And then this little doohickey here, this little chameleon, This is what is used to record. So you can record elders speaking or the teacher speaking, and with this kit, you can actually have 4 different people speaking. So a lot of times they use this kit for like just English reading, and they would have, you know, the grandmother, the grandfather, the mother, and the father on different colors. So and then they would have the stickers, which would be these colored stickers over here on the pages, actually on one page. And then that would be, you would choose whose voice you would want it to be read in. So in our case, we use this for language learning. So if you wanted to, you could have 3 or 4 different elders read the same book. And then, or you could have different dialects of the same book, but it allows for 4 different recordings on the same page. Usually we just stick to one, which is the green, and then we use these stickers here. Are you able to see my cursor when I'm moving it around?
No.
Oh, I don't think we're able to see a cursor.
Oh,
Okay.
I think we see one
earlier.
now.
Oh,
I see it
around?
now. It's on the
oh yeah,
stickers.
Yeah, I see.
Okay.
okay,
I'm
yeah,
trying to
now I
use
see
the
it.
pointer.
Okay,
Okay,
sorry
great.
about that. I
Yeah,
didn't
no
see it at
problem.
first.
So this comes with sticker sheets. And so there's one package of sticker sheets. So what I've come up against is sometimes, well, actually, because each one of these kits will only have one set of sticker sheets. So what I've done is I've purchased 5 sets of sticker sheets. And so then you can record 5 different sets with the same numbers, and that will come into play a little bit later. What else comes here is like a USB cable for a laptop transfer or MP3 transfer. Okay, so I'm just going to show you the different products. So this here is the Chameleon starter set. So it depends on where you order it from. So the US cost is $129. So that is in Texas, I believe. And so you could have it sent somewhere in the States or bring it over and have tariffs. I'm not sure what the changes are with the tariffs and these types of products, but there's 3 main different products. So there's the starter set where you can record. There's the additional Chameleon Reader, which you can program and send to different teachers. So it all depends on what you want to use this for. If you're going to use it for just your own, in your own classroom with you recording it, or if you want to pre-record it and send it out to, like, say, 15 different teachers, and so that they don't have to record it because maybe they're not fluent or they have difficulty with their pronunciation. Also, another product is the pre-order of additional stickers. So as I mentioned, I have 5 sets of these. And so this is from the US company here. And then I just copied, I just copied the same products so that you can see. And this is from Kweji, Kozzi. And, you know, you can just Google to see where it's available. So you can see the difference in the prices. So the sticker pack in Canada is $89, where in the States it's $59. So depending if you have relatives in the States, you could have it delivered there. But that's basically what we order, and those are the 2 places to order from. So we can break down the stickers because there's so much to think about, and when you're recording, and it's good to plan it out and map it out. So depending on if you want to use different voices, we can go into that at a later date, but you're able to do that, a number of different voices. But what we're going to do is we'll just stick to these green stickers here. So these are the main stickers, the programmable stickers. And so depending on how many pages are in your book, Yeah, we use these. And so all of these stickers are numbered, and it's a little difficult to see them. I use a UV flashlight, and it makes it easier to see the actual code numbers. So each of these stickers has a code. Okay, so each page for each book, and then even the songs, these all are recorded individually. And so usually I'll sit with different elders and record them. And so you place one sticker on the page of the book. And so depending on, so here. So all of these, can you see my screen? All of these books have a sticker on them. So you stick a sticker on all of them. And then at the bottom here, it's very difficult to read, but they have a code. So I'm going to show you a video where they actually record this and how easy it is, but also how easy it is to record over it. So you take the sticker on this little bookmark. This is the control bookmark. You press here, and then you hold the record, and then you touch the page sticker with the reader, and you read out loud into the microphone, and then you push the sticker again. So I'm just going to play this video.
So Nicole, I just think you'll just have to stop sharing, and then when you'll have to click share again, and just make sure you there's a toggle below share. You'll see it says include sound. So you're going to want to include the sound when you show the video.
Okay. Okay, so let me share this again then. I had it all linked in there, but that's okay. Window, this will work. Okay, and where do I, oh, share tab audio. Yes, thank you.
Thanks for bearing with us on Teams here, Nicole.
No, thanks for bearing with me. Sorry, this is the wrong, that's the wrong tab. What do you see right now?
We did see the YouTube video, like the tab that you shared.
Okay, so is that what you see right now?
No, right now you're
No.
not sharing anything.
Okay. Let's
It
do
did
this.
pop up. It's just probably cut out for a
There we
minute.
go. Okay, so here we go, 2:35. Okay, so this, can you see that here? This
Yes.
is, yeah, so this is the program. So there's, they have a number of these. It comes with the main kit, and this is how you program.
The process was really simple to record. Tim helps his mum and dad with everything on the farm, and so they call him Farmer Tim. Being helpful leads to many wonderful adventures with his family. Tim helps his mum and dad with everything on the farm, and so they call him Farmer Tim.
So I just want to go back and just show you that again quickly.
They call him Farmer
Okay.
Tim.
35.
The process was really simple to record. Tim helps his mum and dad with everything on the farm, and so they call him Farmer Tim. Being helpful leads to many wonderful adventures with his family.
So when you hear that that sound, that's when you know it's recorded. So you can do that a number of different ways. We can do it where you take the reader and you record it in your own voice, you can take the reader and record it elder that's with you. And so each page, that's how you have to do that. And once you do that page and that sticker, each sticker, like I said, is its own file number. So you have all of these stickers, and each one, it's in sequence. So I'll go back to my presentation and then we'll come back to that. So when you record it, it records into the files that are in this reader. And so then these reader files are transferred to your computer. That's where it gets complicated. Not complicated, kind of tedious. So let me go back to my so I knew how to do this. Go back to my presentation. Okay, so recording tips. So you want to be in a quiet room because it really picks up the sound, and you don't want to have it too close because then it'll sound scratchy. So about 15-20 centimeters, and you can re-record anytime. And so the new audio overwrites the old. So with a lot of these, I send them out because at the beginning, people who purchase the large package, so this is the full kit. So people who purchase this, they sometimes they recorded over their books, and then once they recorded over it, they didn't have the recording anymore because I would program it into the reader. So you have to be careful about that. And so for each of these books, that's what you do. You just put all of the stickers. So all of the stickers would go on each of the pages, and then that would be programmed into the reader. So I have another video. So even though I have all of these, maybe this will work. Is this playing, or should I stop share again?
No, it's not
No,
playing.
it's not playing.
Okay. Let me just get that. Okay, so now with the reader, so you do each page, and each page is recorded separately. So on here, you have your sticker on each page. So each page is separate. Now you can do a page recorded. You can also do paragraphs. So if you had a number of different paragraphs, you can do a sticker for each one, but it'll be a separate recording every time you do that. So if you wanted to have all of the pages just read in order, because sometimes you might have a student or even yourself, and you don't want to click on each one, and then you just have the whole thing read, you'll do it this way. So I'll just share. That video. Okay, so I saved it here. So let me know if you're not able to hear it.
On the bookmark here, I'm going to click playlist button, and then all the chameleons that I've done. Okay, so to create the playlist, I click here, then chameleon.
There was once a herd of elephants. Elma was different. Elma was patchwork.
Done. The diagrams in the booklet are really good.
And so what she's showing here is a list that you can use.
Done.
Oops, sorry. How do I
There was once a
pause this? So you can use these lists with the kit. They come with that as well. So whether you want to use that for different books, that sticker will work. So it works for books. It also works for music, but this is your library. So for all the different books, you can have it here and have one of those stickers on here so that you could even just click on this form here and it will read the book. So there's a lot of different things that you can do as far as recording goes. Okay, now I'm going to go back to my Now I know that when I have links, it's not going to work. Okay, so each one of these recordings creates an MP3 file. So each track is one sticker. And so we are going to rename each MP3 to match the printed sticker. So what happens is, and this is where it gets pretty technical, but in all of these books, we have the stickers. And so once you have the stickers, you've used the sticker and you can no longer use this file number. So you would have to rename each MP3 file to match the printed sticker. So once you record all these 4 books and you have all of the stickers for them, and so let's say we have all of these books. So these are all coded. They all have stickers and the pen works for all of them. Now you have to reprogram each one for the next kit. So because the reader will only read one sticker. So, and that's why I bought 5 different sticker groupings. So, yeah, because that's where it gets tricky with all of the different folders and all of the different books and all of the different file numbers. So the things that can go wrong, and I'm going to show you, I'm going to open one of my files so that we can look through it all and that you can see where we have to change the file numbers. So always back up the reader's audio folders to your computer regularly. And so sometimes what will happen if it doesn't work, sometimes you'll need to charge the reader. So you'll have to do that here. Also just check your volume. And sometimes the sticker won't work. So if you just click on it and nothing comes up, you have to confirm the color channel that you use, but mainly it's the file number, because the file number has to match all of the stickers. And if one of those files are backwards, sometimes I'll have to be very careful because sometimes I'll transpose the numbers, and then if you transpose the number, that reader won't read the file number because it's the wrong number. And but you can make all those changes in the file, in your file folder. So chameleonreader.com, that's the website. And so there are a number of different videos that you can watch. Little Toy Tribe, that's in Australia. I wouldn't recommend buying them from there. But there's, even if you just do a research on Google, you'll have all of that. Okay. So now, let me find you guys again. Okay, so with Shke Nanakadon, so we have all these file numbers, right? So now I'm going to share, hopefully I can share my files.
Yep, if you open your file window there, Nicole, you should be able to click share window and it should
Okay,
work for
so
you.
I'm on there now. Window. Okay, where's my files? Hopefully it's this one. Okay. So can you see this?
Yes.
Okay, great. So now I'm going to show you, first I'm going to show you my reader. So how the reader looks. And hopefully this makes sense. So in the actual reader, so I come down here and are you able to see my cursor moving around?
Yes.
Okay, great. So in here, there's a number of different files. So I go straight to record. And so in record, there's all these different file folders. So there's, you know, like no end to how many files you can put in here. One of the things that that's really important is the stickers and which file the stickers go into. So I'm going to pull up, I'm going to pull up like a transfer MP3 from computer guide, and it'll show you. But first I want to show you all of these so you can see. So let's say file A001. This file name only will hold stickers from 1 to 120. And then 121 to 240 would be in the second file, and then it goes up. So that's all for A. Then we can back it up and go into B. And B as well, depending on what stickers, what the number is on the sticker, certain numbers have to go into certain files. So this is mainly what I look at and work with is the folders in A. So there are other, you know, you can make music recordings separately, but I don't use those. What I do with my songs is I will put them in this REC file, and depending on what the sticker number is, it goes into a certain file. So if we go back up here, and we'll go into Jigush Kondwe. Oh, maybe not. Where is it? Up here. Is it this one? Uh-oh, sorry. Here we go. Okay. So in here, did it open and do you see 05761?
Yes.
Okay. So 05761 is the number at the very bottom of the sticker. So you have it here. And this is my MP3 file. So that's the first page. The second page, which is 05762, which is on here.
Sorry, Nicole, we just can't hear the MP3s.
Oh. Okay. Well, you can see it moving. So these MP3 files, they're a different number for every single sticker. So if you look through here, you know, they're all in alphabetical order. So they go down, and then depending on the next book, those numbers, you know, it starts, where does it go? 5, 8. So the next book starts at 5809, which is right here, and that would be the beginning of this book. So you can't hear that, but that is where the next picture will come in. So I want to bring your attention to the number of the stickers. And then also we're going to go down to back to where we were before, which is the actual reader, which is here. Okay, so just I'm going to stop share again. And then I'm just going to pull up a chart. Give me one sec. I'm going to be an expert after this. Okay. Hopefully this will work. Oh, great. Why is this like this? That's weird. Okay, but we can still see it. It's not very clear, but that'll be okay. Okay, so I'm going to share this code. Okay, so I'm sorry that it faded out there in the middle. Can you see this now?
Mhm. Yes.
Okay, so depending on your stickers, right? So the stickers go from basically from 1 here all the way to 9,500. And depending on which of these series of stickers that you have and that you're using, each one has to go into a certain folder. So once you've recorded everything, that's great. You have all your files, but now you have to duplicate the set of 4 books and 3 songs. And so what you have to do is each one, if we go in, so folder A, 025, folder A26, depending on which sticker you're using, 3481 to 3660 has to be in folder A26. If it's any of these numbers are in A027, it won't read it. So that's something that is really tricky when you're making a large number of these kits. If you're just recording one, it's fine because then you can just have your reader, you click on the sticker, and then you read it, and then you stick on the sticker again. And so everything will be in your reader. But for the most part, providing the whole kit where you can just, user friendly, so you can just start using it right away. That's what this entails. And so these are the troubleshooting things that that come up that you have to make sure that the right numbers are in the right folders. So let me stop share. So what I've done is, as I mentioned before, there we go. So I've purchased, basically, I have like 5 different sets. So each of these 5 sets all have the same numbers. So I bought all of these different ones. And so this way I can do 5 at a time, because otherwise recording each kit, it takes a long time. So basically you're going to be reading every single page on each of the books, or have an elder read it. So you click, as I mentioned in the first video, you click on, okay, sorry, you click on this little guy, you click on the green part, then you click on here, and this is the coded number. Like I said, this one is so hard to read, 4322. So 04322. Once this is recorded, it becomes an MP3 file with that number on it. And then you push, this, yeah, so you push this, sorry, you push this one here, then you record, you put it on here, and then you push it again. And then it does that swoosh sound, and then this is recorded. So yeah, and so then you would have them read again. So then again, they would click on here, read it through the microphone, and then click here. So that's how each one is done. So depending on how you want to do things. So the tricky part is in the creating whole new kits. So another thing that I've done is I have songs. And so these songs, I had Barb sang them for me. And Barb and Isidore Toulouse are the main voices because I've done lots of works. I've worked with them quite a bit. And Barb really understands how labor intensive and difficult it is to record all of these. So she's just like, go ahead, Nicole, get them out there, show people how to do it, or just do it. So a lot of times that's why I'll just make kits and send them to people, because it is a big pain. And you know, and I can bring all of this again in a meeting if you're all meeting again, kind of how we did at Ozama Kitaganing. I was just disappointed that I didn't bring it, but I can bring the whole kits because when you're seeing it, it's hard to show here, but if I show you on my computer and there's people gathered around, it's a little bit easier. So I've just I just put these together myself, and there's just the songs, and I just picked, you know, cute little pictures, and then I laminated them. And so also with these stickers, sometimes you know, kids will play with them, they'll want to take them off, so you might want to put tape over them when you have them. And so those are the songs, and I record them all, like I said, in the file. So let me come back to the file folder. And there's a number of different things that it won't read it if they're not in sequence. And so when I make the recordings and I create the kits, I check every single page. So you have to check every single page because sometimes you'll get one number off and then you have to check all of them. Is there any questions so far?
I did have a question. So these Chameleon readers currently are just reading stories and songs, but are you able to label objects and record it?
Yeah. So let me see here. Yeah, like you could do flashcards, you can do everything in your classroom. So on these little stickers, same thing, you just record on here. Let's say you want the sticker on the fridge. So you put the sticker on the fridge and then you click on the sticker, you record, I know it's not called fridging, but
Okay, fridge.
yeah, so you can, and so you can have it on the fridge. You can have it on, like I said, cards. You can also, you know, on blocks, on little dinosaurs, on little cows, on anything that the sticker can stick to. And like I said, I would suggest putting Scotch tape over it so that it doesn't
read it if there's tape over top.
Nope, it'll still read it. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Still read it. Yeah, and also like even cutting out the names of things so that you could have it instead of just the sticker, so you have the word, and so that you're reading and listening at the same time. You're able to do that as well. So anything you can stick it on would work. So even colors, you know, you can put the word for a color on the actual whatever you have in your classroom.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I just need to get a hold of some.
Yeah, so I guess that would be kind of the next step. Depending, like, I'm not sure, Lynn, do you have some already?
I've been told that I have a couple at the main office, but we don't have a whole lot of them. That's something that's being considered for future planning in terms of what support services we offer to our communities. So that's one of the things that we are exploring is possibly doing Chameleon Readers for whether it's schools or whether it's libraries and having a loan system kind of thing out. Yeah, still in exploration of that.
Okay, because in that case, what I can do, and if there are people that are interested, we can meet at your office, and then I can bring, I can bring these books, I can bring my MP3 files, and so I can share them with you. So like I said, for these ones, this book here, a lot of these books, and it depends on where you want to get the books from. So we can, if you have books that you're already using in your resources with your teachers and they all have access to that, then what we can do is, have someone come, like a first language speaker, come, and we can record them so I can show you how to do it and then put it into the files and show you how to copy them as well, so that going through this whole process would be in person, but I would show you and then we can make copies, because it's not difficult, but it's very time consuming. So each one, because there's so many, so many stickers. So first you put in all the stickers on every single page. And then once you have the stickers on all the pages, then you would copy and make sure that each MP3 file has the new sticker number. And I don't have my little UV light, but it's hard to see. It's hard to see enough, but that's how we do it. So then we would re-record the actual numbers in the file where I showed you on my file. And so that would be for this book and for all of the different books. And then you would check them all and make sure that they were readable. And again, they would have to go make sure that they would be all in the proper file folders as well. And so that's where it gets tricky. And so that's where it would be best to do that with what you already have, and so that I can show you the whole process. And then, like I said, anybody here who would be interested in coming to see that so that they could record it themselves as well, we can figure out a time for that.
Okay. And Tracy?
Yeah, I forgot what I was going to say. Something, oh, that's what it was, recording. So every time you make a recording and then you hear the swoosh sound, do you need to upload it to the MP3, like to your laptop, or do you do it as a whole big lump after you're done recording the book?
I do it as a whole big lump.
Okay.
I do it, yeah, because it's easier, because once you record the books, they are all in the reader, right? So in the reader, when you download this reader, and this is a thing as well, so I'll show you. And depending, so it might be a good idea to record it not on the reader, but as separate files, separate sound files. Okay, now let me share. Look, now I know where you guys are. Now I know how to do this. Okay, where's my window here? Maybe. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my files. And can you see that now?
Yes.
Okay, so if we go into here, then you see all these different numbers. Now, 5761. I'm wondering if I go to a different, if I go to a different page, it won't take you over there, right? So let's show here. So here it is. So can you see my screen? So remember I was telling you about these different files. So here, 05764, that has to go into file 5764. That has to go into A041. So these files here, this is actually in my drive, right? So I'm in my drive now. Now if I scroll down, and I'll go down to where this is plugged into my USB. So then I'll go into record, and I'll go into A. And so then I'll know that if I'm going to copy these files that are up here, I need to go into, copy them into all the way down here, A041. So I have to make sure that's copied in there. So depending on, you know, what you have on your reader, some of these files will be filled and some of them won't be. So I hope I'm making some kind of sense. And so here, going back up to my pre-recorded ones, so I have these different files. So A30 already has these different numbers. And so these different numbers can be read. But because you can only use the sticker one time, other than if you have, you know, 5 different sets of stickers, then you have to change the numbers. And so what you would do is you would come in here and you would change this to 532, or let's say it was a different number. And then, oh wait, we can't do that. So let's just go 536. And so I'm just going to change each number here, and this is how I have to do it. So for each kit, let's say this is one book, right? So this would be representative of, let's say 14 pages in the book. So that could be from here to here, all of these files. This is all the pages in this one book. So because I've used my stickers, now I have to use another set of stickers. So I have to go in and I have to change each one. So now this one, I would change this to 7-8. And this one here, I would change to 9, right? And so then you'd have to change every single one of these files to make it the proper number. Oops. And then make sure that it goes into the proper numbered file. So I'm not sure if that makes complete sense or not. So here's another example. These are different numbered stickers. So each one of these is an MP3 file which plays one of these pages. And I know you can't hear it, so I won't play it. But so same thing. So all of these stickers would have to be changed, and depending, you know, where they come in the sequence, this would be a different number, and so you would change all of the stickers. So that's where it gets complicated. It's not hard to do. You have to be very aware and, you know, make sure you don't make any mistakes. But once it's done, each one, like I was saying, it takes about an hour to do each kit. But once it's done, it's so helpful and it's so easy to use. And, you know, you don't even need to have an Anishinaabemowin teacher. But then going further, you know, like this is something that I would like to record with Shirley Williams, because she has a book called Sholi, which would be amazing for much more advanced readers, and so that they could hear the pronunciation and her actually speaking, and other, you know, like more complex books for teachers, so that they can really listen to pronunciation.
Mhm.
Do they have any more questions?
I have a question, just very briefly. With the stickers reading a whole page, and we talked about putting them on things like the refrigerator and the TV, whatever, right? So you would use a sticker for each one. How much does a sticker actually hold, though? Like you were talking about having paragraphs that it would hold for one sticker, or it could just be one word like the fridge. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So you'd go through a lot of stickers if you were doing individual words rather than a paragraph or 2 paragraphs from a book reading.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what you could do too, like they give you 9,500 stickers per package, but you could also put kitchen, right? And if you have one sticker for kitchen and then you have the words on all of the different appliances, then you can just click on that one sticker and you have your reader, so it would read out loud and you can go around and it would tell you which one. And you could even record English and Anishinaabemowin or English and Lenape, depending on what you were using.
Mhm.
And so that way, you could record anything.
Yeah.
You could
Yeah.
record your shopping list for your husband. Here's a sticker. So there's an unbelievable amount of different ways to use this. It's really just your own imagination,
Mhm.
and it can
Mhm.
be used so many different ways.
Mhm. Miigwech. Does anyone else have any more questions or thoughts about it? You can always send me an email also, and I can reach out to you at a later time also if that helps out.
I have another quick question.
Mhm.
So the MP3, when you record it on with your pen, does it ever run out of space? Like, do you have to buy another like gigabyte or something?
On the pen, no, I haven't come across it being full, but I haven't put, like maybe if you put, no, I don't think so, because it's there's a number of different folders, and so I've only ever worked with just the A folders, but it goes all the way to D. So in D, and each of the letters have 100, basically like 98 different files. So no, it's massive.
Okay. Well, that's good to
Awesome,
know.
Miigwech.
I have a
Anyone else?
question.
Mhm.
So I was late getting on, but I just want to say, wow, this is beautiful work. I work not with one of the First Nation schools, but we do have an Anishinaabe class that we're using the online services through KEB or AES or both, whatever who's doing that.
Mhm.
Can we purchase the school for our students, that program, or how, I know you mentioned, Lynn, that you're looking into for other schools, but for us ourselves, how do I go about purchasing that to be able to bring into the classroom for the 6 students that I do have? And I'm hoping we have 28 Indigenous students altogether, but 6 so far are signed up this year to do the online course. So that would be my question.
And that would be something I would have to follow up with because, like I said, there was like a limited supply, like not very much at the office, just as an introductory. But that was something that we had talked about in being able to provide as a support services to our schools. If you can reach out to me by email just to make sure I know what school you're coming in from and what students are involved, that kind of thing, then we'll make sure that you're included when we do decide how we're going to proceed with this one. And hopefully, like Nicole said, that we have another follow-up where we're able to sit down and actually go through these. And maybe that's something that I can suggest to my managers, that our regional workers sit together and go through it with Nicole in order to offer that out to the schools as a resource also. So that's something that we should or could be exploring.
Okay, Miigwech, thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Miigwech.
And Charlotte just had a question in the chat, and I think you spoke to it there, Lynn, but Charlotte just said, do you offer in-person workshop? It would be wonderful to have hands-on workshop.
Yeah, and I hope that, like I said, I hope that is one of the things that we'll get to be able to do in the future, is that we get the teachings from Nicole, that we have a full understanding of how they're going to run or how we're going to be able to support our schools that are offering Anishinaabemowin. How? Anyone else? Somebody in Thunder Bay. Thanks. Oh, Charlotte. Yeah, in Thunder Bay. We do have a regional worker up there, so Hannah would be able to provide that should we get the training for it. Miguel, is everybody okay? Understand? Got an introduction? Feel good? Feel excited?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-huh. Miigwech,
miigwech.
everyone for attending and being patient with us as we had to change around a few things and everything worked out the way it's supposed to. And Nicole Miigwech for attending and showing us and teaching us your knowledge about the Chameleon Readers. Eva Miigwech for your support and understanding how all of this IT stuff works. Uh-huh.
No problem. You did a great job there, Lynn.
Uh-huh. Miigwech.
All right,
Pamapi.
have a good evening.
Bumblebee.
Kamapi.
Bama.